They didn't realize that the card was still open, and then they had racked up 4 months of missed repayments on that credit card. I had a call from a client, and they had just been declined actually. Why they'd been declined was because of the fact that they had a credit card that they thought they had closed, but it wasn't, and there was a small balance, and every month they were charged an account keeping fee. That was compounding, and then they had racked up 4 months of missed repayments on that credit card. So it absolutely tanked their credit score. And because of that, they were declined from that lender, because they're just seeing it a very high level overview. Your credit score is 400. It's like a system decline. They called me, they were frantic about it, and they thought, they had to wait a couple of years until that bad repayment history kind of dropped off their credit report. But we took a common sense approach, and we got their credit card statements. We showed the bank that this is why there's a bad credit history. This is what the missed repayments were about. And it was an honest administrative error as opposed to a case of financial hardship. And because we were able to prove it through bank statements showing that they actually had the funds to pay off that $15 balance, and the fact that it was just a accumulation of monthly account keeping fees, the banks were happy to completely ignore it. We got an exception from a higher level of credit, and they were able to buy their first home. With a major bank, from the space of, I think it was 4 or 5 months, they went from being frantic on the phone, thinking that they're not going to be able to buy their first home for a few years, to 5 months later, getting the keys to their first house. They were honestly almost in tears once we got that loan approval, because they just thought they were priced out and they would have to wait. And it wasn't the case. So that goes back to that core messaging that I'm trying to send to a lot of first home buyers is it doesn't cost anything to ask the question and to speak to us and run you over your situation. It doesn't cost you anything. All it costs you is a little bit of time.